I am the Shadow Teacher. And recently, I've had many people reach out to me, many friends say, Shadow Teacher? Oh, they actually didn't call me Shadow Teacher. They said, Jason, we're living in such dark times, and I just don't understand why I'm here. I don't understand what's going on, and I just don't want to be here right now. And a theme that's been showing up for me, that's been smacking me in my fucking face over and over again, as long as I've been alive, is this theme of life, this physical life being somewhat of a school for souls. And synchronistically, I just read this book, Journey of Souls by Michael Newton, PhD. And Michael Newton is a hypnotherapist. He does hypnotherapy and I guess past life regression. Very similar to the works of Dolores Cannon, if you're familiar. The Convoluted Universe, Jesus and the Essenes. And whether you believe in this or not, I find the stories very interesting. Stories of souls that incarnated into bodies here from other lives on this planet and sometimes planets and galaxies far, far away. But a common theme in these stories is that these souls took bodies to work out karma. They came here for a reason. They came here for a reason at the time that they took a body. And it's a special thing for a soul to come into a body. And it's something not to be taken lightly. And that the soul needs resistance. It needs the challenge that's offered in this incarnation, in this world that we're living in order to grow, to progress, to move on to the next plane, the next destination. And so the perspective from this book and that of the Convoluted Universe is that if you're a soul and you're feeling a certain type of suffering that's related to your circumstances, that there is a higher purpose for you being here and experiencing what you're experiencing at that moment. And you are called to remember. And when you are confronted with the resistance, whatever that stimulus is causing suffering, loneliness, pain, whatever it may be, whatever that story that's flaring up in your mind, that you're called, again, when you are faced with that, there's actually some treasure, there's a gem in this resistance. And if you're able to remember and maybe hearken back to something from another time, just the fleetest glimpse, then it gives you a clue of what you're called to do and how you're called to show up in the face of this adversity. And again, whether you believe in all this or not, because these are very elaborate stories of people who have very elaborate reflections from different lives. And usually there's some sort of pain these people are feeling that they can't solve. Sometimes it's a physical pain. This kind of ties into the work again from It Didn't Start With You, the Mark Lynn book. And so they would seek out this a hypnotherapist, and then when they would go under hypnosis, another spirit, another being would come through and bring some insight to this specific pain that no one else can seem to explain. And again, I think there is something to that. This book also goes on into the concept of guides from the spirit realm that are there to guide us and help us with our lesson and provide information on the path. And again, whether you believe in it or not, I think there's something to it. Again, I come from a Christian faith, a mystical Christian faith, and many from the Christian faith would think this is heresy to even open up, but I think there's so much more to the world, to our existence, to the universe than convention conveniently explains. And I do believe that we are here for a purpose. And when we encounter great resistance, then there is an opportunity. If we show up and face it in the right way, using our gifts, using our full being, showing up and moving forward, just one step at a time, then there's a great reward for our soul in doing so. So that being said, I wish you blessings on your soul's journey, and I'll see you on the other side.